restaurants and then people who sell crafts.
The thing about the Addison though to consider is that I think that is a 3-county event because Denton County's right there. So you have Collin, Denton, Dallas combined.
Right? There you go.
So I think that would be the way to, that event in the future is discussed, is to bring those guys in, at least financially.
Yep, I agree. I agree.
And also in June, we're going to do something at the Plano Juneteenth thing, or was that next year?
No,
next
maybe
year.
I forgot to put it on here.
Yeah, you forgot.
Okay. I might have forgot to put it on here, but that was free though.
Yeah, the Plano Juneteenth.
Okay. That's why I didn't put it on here, because these are what we missed for not having funding.
But we didn't go to that because of well, first we learned about it a little too late. I got a hint off of Denton County's website, and I was like, hey, let's see if Plano has one. And then it was like the next week. So it was really hard to get interest in it quickly.
That was a parade though, right? Is that correct?
No, they had like fashion shows, talent shows. It was an all-day event.
I got you. Okay, so it's an actual event. Okay.
Yeah, the booth was free, and all we had to do was
we definitely need to tap into that.
We'll have that again on the calendar for next year, so we'll prepare for it.
That's good information. We need to do.
Fits into the budget, does it?
All right, so more importantly, looking forward, the upcoming opportunities. So in July, we have this Saturday, Plano Independence Day Parade on the 3rd. Ed Kless and his campaign manager are going to be in the parade. I'm going to be in the parade. I think a couple other people here are too. So that should be really good. We'll probably do that annually. Maybe next year we have more people in it or whatever. Van Warped Tour is also on Saturday. That may be canceled, and actually Plano Independence Day Parade might be canceled because of the hurricane. So I think Robert Butler is looking at that, and
he's canceled San Antonio and Houston.
So if it blows this way, chances are he might cancel that, and if he cancels that, in all likelihood, Plano Independence Day Parade will be canceled too. But we'll just have to see. July, September, of course, the Plano Balloon Festival. It's a 3-day event. Again, it attracts about 100,000 people. We had a really big success last year. We had actually purchased one booth. They made a mistake, and we ended up getting 2. And it's very fortunate we did, because the one booth we had would have been just way too cramped. So we lucked out on that. So this year we're going to go ahead and get 2 booths. Republicans and Democrats both had 2 booths last year. So we're on par with them in terms of legitimacy points and whatnot. So, but we've already registered for that. Again, we just need to fundraise for some supplies and whatnot.
Do we have a committee that's going to help, like organize it and staff it and things like that?
You're looking at him.
Whoever steps up at this point, whoever steps up for that, yeah. So last couple slides here. Some might be asking how can you get more involved. So first, our primary spot for collaboration is going to be Meetup. We've been scheduling brainstorming sessions semi-monthly, the socials also. What we're going to go ahead and do is collapse those, and I've already done it if you guys haven't seen it yet, but I've collapsed those onto the same days, and we're just going to meet up for about 30 minutes, what I have scheduled for now, 30 minutes before the socials start, so we can all spend more time with family, and we have, we can all just get out and go to one event, have the social, and then, have the brainstorming session followed up by the social.
That's usually how it works out.
Usually ends up we eat and drink and have fun anyway. So, and then the outreach events, again, like Plano Balloon Festival or something we might do on college campus or whatever might come up. So, volunteering, we're definitely going to need some canvassing for our candidates. Anyone might want to do that, or fundraising. Protests are my personal favorite, and the Fed rallies and things like that. There's some parades coming up that we might want to get involved in. So protests are really fun. And then content, we're in need of articles, newsletters, authors, editors. We have Gary Reed, who is just a freelance kind of blogger. His articles are thought-provoking, and I get a lot of responses. I think you responded to me on the one article he wrote, what was it, the Obama sphere one about the kill switch, I think it was. So anyway, Gets people thinking, get a lot of responses, which is good, but it's kind of hit and miss. I'd really like to have maybe 2 to 3 authors so we can get a kind of more diverse ideas out there, because libertarianism encompasses just a broad spectrum of political philosophies and ideologies. So I'd like to have 3 authors that would just maybe we can get them commit maybe an article a week. That gives us 3 articles a week. I mean, that would be a really good start. And letters to the editors, to Dallas Morning News, The Observer, Frisco Magazine, whatever. Probably something in Collin County, but that would be really nice to send in letters to the editor. Having press releases would be really good for events like this or the parade or whatever. We can release those and hopefully maybe one of them pick it up and publish it. So, any questions on any of those? Okay, so I left this really for Q&A, but I think most people have asked the questions. Have I answered sufficiently? Or are there any other questions or answers? Okay.
Well, I do have
Thank
one.
you. Oh, sure. Let me go back.
I know you mentioned the Tea Party rallies. Do y'all consider yourselves a part of the Tea Party movement?
That's a complicated
I bet it is.
question. So let me give you background on that. So the Tea Party movement was actually it was a libertarian movement
Oh,
originally.
right,
Okay. Yeah, right. And it's been infiltrated by the Republican Party, the GOP.
And crazies.
Okay. I'm trying to stay PC here, but it's been infiltrated, and I think for the worst, it's kind of divided it. So I had a personal stance a couple months ago that we should just dismiss it altogether and just go our own way. Until I read an article that said the Tea Party is pretty much evenly divided right down the middle. So, and this is my just personal opinion on the matter, is that we need to engage these people, because 1 out of 2 of those people is going to be just like us, right? And I think the way we need to do that is go to these rallies and differentiate ourselves by holding up the anti-war signs or the stuff that, again, differentiate. Not the Obama's a socialist, he's a Nazi or whatever. Whatever. Let's go and be a little more pragmatic and a little more open-minded about it and approach it. So that's just, again, my opinion on it. I think we need to attend it, but and partner with them on what we agree. And I think I alluded to this in that email I sent you. Focus on what we agree on, not what we disagree on. I think that'd be a way to pull a lot more people down.
And I think that the state's official position regarding libertarian participation in Tea Party events is that we don't want an official affiliation with the Tea Party, but we understand that a lot of the members share common interests. They're almost to be considered a fertile recruiting ground.
Yeah. Well, I mean, again, 50% roll of the dice for 1 out of 2 people you approach is going to agree with you statistically. I mean,
Well,
great odds.
Well, the basic idea of the Tea Party is it's a discontent group with the 2 political parties that are major political parties. So therefore, they're looking to find something.
Sure.
So that's.
I mean, that's what they say they are, but that's not what it really is.
Well,
I mean,
that's how it
honestly,
started.
right. Honestly, it's not the philosophy that's the problem of the Libertarian or the Republican Party, to be honest.
Yeah.
The problem is what they do in practice.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
It's how they implement the philosophy.
Right, and see, they say one thing,
Right.
but they do something else.
True enough.
So the problem
I wouldn't
is,
throw the libertarians in that.
no, I didn't say Libertarian.
Said Tea Party.
I say Republican Party, actually. So what happens is, from what I see, is that people will support what you do, but they won't support the crazy aspects of it.
Mhm.
Right.
Everybody wants,
The fringe, right?
yeah, everybody wants limited government, everybody wants these things, but
Sure.
at the same time, the party that claims to be the party of limited government is actually expanded government.
Oh, I know. It's
So,
completely.
That's why the
The
libertarians
party-
exist.
right. But that's why I'm here. I wanted to hear what you guys have said. The
No.
party that claim to be the fiscal conservatives are actually inflating our deficit every year.
Well, yeah, and the general libertarian stance being anti-war, right, is that how are you going to sustain your overseas military presence without spending a ton of money doing it, right? So that ties back into the fiscal conservatism side.